renewed calls for something to be done about beach erosion in Hellshire, St. Catherine. In part one of a primetime news special report on the climate crisis, Vashon Brown takes a look at the community on edge.
An image showing the extent of the Hellshire beach erosion. The green line showing where the coastline was in 1968 and the black dotted line showing where it was in 2011. Gladstone White is the director of the Half Moon Bay Fishermen's Cooperative located at the beach. He says the erosion is making the lives of business operators miserable.
Reduce in support from outside patrons. You know, we now have less recreational space. So you find that most people is not really attracted to what is left of the recreational space here. So you find majority of our patrons now is just because of the cuisine, you know, the fishing festival that keeps them here.
Now behind me you can see the extent of the erosion here in Hellshire. Now some of the vendors say over the years they've had to relocate their shops because the sea continues to eat away at the structures.
Yes, so it's kind of get deep. Because the last time we put some tires there, as you can see, some tires and stone and the water wash away everything. So, most politely, it's like we don't have any more beach. Just a water alone we have.
They say they've had to take steps to help reduce the coastal erosion.
So you see come, we step back. So you see come, we step back. So automatically now, the Half Moon Bay fisher folks, we have to stone off the area that we can go and carry on our livelihood. So we keep it head above the water so we won't get drowned.
The National Environment and Planning Agency, NEPA, says it has also been working to reduce the erosion. So what's causing all of this?
Then we always talk about this matter of climate change. Sea level rise is a emerging and serious issue that we face, and it's not only an issue at Hellshire, Half Moon Bay, but there's evidence around our coastline of erosion associated, of course, with more intense hurricanes associated with climate change. We also have the issues with sea surface temperature, with climate change, and the increases in the sea surface temperature that has an impact on the health of the reef again.
No one has taken the time out, no NGO, no organization to say, okay, let us repair our reefs around the island, not only Hellshire, but around the entire island.
But NEPA says efforts are being made to improve the health of the reefs across the island. In any event, the residents say more needs to be done to reduce the effects of climate change on communities.
Climate change has a factor, but if we sit and say climate change, without being proactive, what will happen is that climate change will soon devour us. We have to be proactive. You have to go out there and meet climate change. Don't sit down and say, oh, the climate change, you know.
NEPA is hoping to develop a Hellshire Bay master plan by early next year. The agency says it has already started to engage international funding agencies to help with the rehabilitation of the beach. But outside of climate change, there are some human actions at play.
What's occurring on the beach, we have issues relating to the sanitation, sewage, seepage, and that impacts the water quality to some extent, again impacting the quality of the reefs.
Join us tomorrow when we look at the relationship between climate change and weather patterns. Vashon Brown, TVJ News.